Hey YouTube people. I was originally going to be doing a different video talking about Eve, and I know I said I was going to get to it this week, but I decided to talk about something else. With what has been going on in the States since, yesterday, I feel like I should be expressing my own views and opinions about it, even though I live here in Canada, but because of what goes on in the United States, it also affects the rest of the whole world as well. So, here we go. So I get home from work yesterday and I just seen like all my friends and whatnot on Facebook. They're like, oh, I can't believe what's going on in the States right now, blah blah this and blah blah that, and I'm like, okay, can somebody please tell me what is going on, because I literally had no sweet clue what was going on. They never even said anything on the radio while my stepdad and I were on our way home. And it wasn't until I started scrolling through Facebook more and what people were telling me, it really hit, like, I fully came to the realization of what was going on. Plus, after seeing Markiplier and Ethan Nestor's Crank Gameplays tweets, yeah, I can see their anger and frustration. I really can. One thing that I really don't understand is why. Like, this is the main question that we probably all have, is why? You had so many stupid, and I mean stupid of the stupidest, people who support that asshole orange turd Donald Trump. And I don't know, and they stormed the Congress building in freaking DC, and yet the cops allowed them to go in because even the cops were taking selfies with them. Like, this is treason beyond belief, and you let white supremacists invade the Congress building in Washington, D.C., but yet when it comes to the Black Lives Matter movement, cops and even the army themselves, tear gas, bullets, just I don't, what the F? Seriously, what in the actual F is wrong? Like, oh my god, it is just, it's a living cluster F of a nightmare. And I can't imagine the amount of people that were in there scared and worried that they themselves were gonna get killed. There's only been one death so far, and it was a woman who was apparently a Trump supporter. I'm not saying she deserved to die, okay? I'm not saying anyone deserves to die over this, but it's just so beyond stupid. And I really want to say a certain word right now, but I know people get pissed at me for saying this, so I'm not going to. But people are being so stupid these days. I honestly can't wrap my head around it. Like, back in 2016 when that asshole Trump won the election, every single Trump supporter was telling everybody he won, now get used to it. And now, 4 or 5 years later, Joe Biden is officially the new president of the States. Well, at least not until the inauguration, but you know what I mean. So Biden is the new president-elect of the United States, thank God. And yet now the Trump supporters are having worse tantrums than a 2-year-old. Like, seriously, you were telling us all these, like, this whole time Trump was president. He's president, get used to it. And now that he's not, you're throwing a huge fit because he didn't get what you want? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, do you have, like, did you lose all your brain cells from watching NASCAR and drinking beer and stuff like that? Like, what is going on that you can't comprehend and have the, oh my god, it's just so stressful. Like, even though I'm in a different country just watching it, it is so horrifying, and it is, oh my god, it is just so, honestly, words, I really can't find the words to express how I'm feeling right now. I really can't. It is, I'm speechless. This is literally how I'm feeling right now. Like, I have no words to say how I'm feeling right now, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around what's going on. Like, we're only 8 days in to this new year. 8 days, and this is already happening. Like, what the F? Like, why has America gone so far down the shitter that this is what is going on right now? Like, everybody's resorting to this. Like, what the actual F? You would send the cops and the army to stop the Black Lives Matter movement, and yet the cops and army aren't even stopping those horrible things of protesters. I'm not even gonna call them people. I'm calling them things. Trump supporters are things. That's what they are. It's and things. And I'm not referring to Pennywise as it, okay? Like, Trump supporters, I have little cousins who are 2 years old, like 5 and under, and I've seen them behave way better than what you are doing right now. So, you can't stand the fact that your asshole president is no longer president anymore, and yet you decide to go and raid the Congress building in the States, when yet it's from 2016 all the way up until like this election or whatever, you were telling everybody he's president, now get used to it. And now that we have a new president, you're doing this. Like, this does not make any sense. Like, you really have no brain cells left, do you? But this proves how white privilege is a horrifying thing. It really is. Oh my god. Tear gas at protests, when yet those asshole white supremacists and Trump supporters get a free pass. I really don't understand. I really don't. I can't. It is just so horrifying to know that shit like this is going on because Trump's not going to be the president anymore. And I'm grateful he's not the president anymore. I hate Trump. I really do. And I know hate is such a very strong word, but for something like this to happen, full on deserves the hate. It's true. And I stand by that, and I don't care if you hate me or not. Do it all you want. See if I care, because I don't. But it's just so horrifying to know that shit like this is going on. It's even like, we even have white supremacy here in Canada and white privilege. That's what I meant to say. White privilege. We even have there is unfortunately white privilege all over the world, and this is coming from the white person. I really don't know what to say anymore. I really don't, and I'm surprised I've been going on for this long. Like, do you really need your diapers changed that bad? Is that what's going on? Like, you have a severe diaper rash that is causing you to do all these riots? No, what they are doing, that is actual riots. Okay, that is actual riots. And, oh yeah, protesters, yeah, it is not protesting, it's full-on stupidity riots. I'm grateful right now to be Canadian, I really am, but there are moments where I don't even like being Canadian. But in one of these instances, I am so grateful that I'm Canadian because I don't have to live through that horror. But yeah, because of what happens in the States, it affects everywhere around the world. And this is so horrifying. I am hoping and praying when Joe Biden in his inauguration, I hope I'm going to be able to watch his inauguration because I really want to. I'm hoping that he is going to take the steps in the right direction to make sure that things will hopefully get better. And it's so stupid that honestly I don't even think I can go on ranting about this much anymore. It is just so again and again, I can't even think of the words I'm trying to say. I'm even trying to imagine Philip DeFranco covering these news stories of what's going on and him trying to wrap his head around and figure out what he's gonna say about it. It is just... America, what happened? That's what I know. What the actual F happened? What the fuck? What the fuck happened? That's what I want to know. White privilege at its finest. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a textbook definition of white privilege of what's going on. Have a good day.